A modern, vibrant, thriving Shanghai is one of the fastest growing cities in the world, boasting two of the Chinese Super League's top clubs. Shanghai Shenua was founded in 1993, their local rivals over at SIPG emerging just 2 years ago. Neither Shanghai club could stop Guangzhou Evergrande, this week becoming champions of China for the 6th successive year. But SIPG's famous coach believes the league is getting stronger and predicts the national team is also destined for success.
In the future, I think China will qualify more or less to every World Cup.
If we can host a World Cup, it will stimulate the whole country, and that will be a great news for us to establish our football.
As the president said, the target is to host World Cup as quick as possible, and then he wants to win it. When that's going to happen, I don't know, but I'm sure that China will be a superpower in football. Young kids are out there playing football. And 3 years ago, when I lived in Guangzhou, that never happened.
The bid to qualify for the 2018 World Cup is all but doomed. But China's football revolution is a long-term ambition.
Welcome to Suty-Lama Football Academy.
Go! Go!
Specialist football schools are the key to the government blueprint for achieving the country's sporting goals. A national reform plan highlights the importance of youth development. And with more than 150 million children under 10, some of football's biggest names are joining the search for China's future stars.
Superstar like Michael Owen or Ronaldo, or just the community coaches, we need them all. Especially the community coaches, we need that to help our young children to have a chance to play football.
He is really the special one in Chinese football environment. You see in the national team now how many players he brings, all from his club. And most important, I think he can see the future.
Veteran coach Sugan Bao saw the future at the start of the new millennium, when he set up a pioneering football academy. More recently, the Chinese government recruited Tom Bayer, an American coaching guru who became a hero in Japan for elevating their national game. Now he's heading an ambitious program introducing China's first designated football schools. Meantime, the world's biggest football clubs know the value of Chinese support. Hundreds of millions of fans in China are already passionate about the game.
We come here for the fans, it's because of them. Obviously commercial reasons, but I think in front of that is the huge fan base that the club has. The decision to come to your country is based on that passion and that respect for the fans.
The Chinese government's master plan is to make football part of their own cultural and economic future.
The government already made a policy about football, document number 14.6, to push the Chinese football development. I think it's great news.
Well, I hope 10-15 years we can compete with the best leagues in Europe.
In Spain, the competition are more competitive, and in China, the competition are improving.
In China, for sure, currently, football is the biggest sport and the first choice. It's the time for a new generation to grow. Maybe they are 16-year-old, and 5 years later, they can really go to the international stage. So you grow the seed and you can get something later.
The Chinese Super League is backed by money, and plenty of it. Champions Guangzhou Evergrande are part-owned by one of the world's richest men. With no shortage of rival investors at home and abroad, China is fast becoming an increasingly influential player. And the coaches already in place are starting to dream that one day they'll produce the game's biggest stars.
We don't just go randomly. We have our schedule, we have our coaching philosophy, and we have a very good foundation. Then, on the top of the pyramid, we can see Chinese Messi.
Chinese football can arrive at this level, but needs more time.
I think the potential of football in China is huge.
They are getting better when they're against the foreign stars.
Foreign superstars have already enriched the Chinese Super League brand, attracting new fans and the media. With more big-name recruits being lined up by China's big spenders, that will continue. Meantime, the experts all agree tackling grassroots football is the key to the future of China's football revolution.
With a lot of investment and right decisions, yeah, we can do this.
Here in Jiangsu, Suning, there are foreigners players that like Ramirez, Teixeira.
3 years ago, players like Hawk and Jackson Martinez, you won't ever think they play in China.
And Chinese players, they can learn a lot of things. You can see the difference actually.
These guys are important in a team, and Chinese players can see that and improve too. I think if you compete with other teams in a good level, the level improves always.
It's going to be fascinating to observe the progress of Chinese football over the coming years. Sooner or later, China will stage a FIFA World Cup. The Chinese Super League will grow stronger, and investment will continue to guarantee progress at every level of the game.
China will be a big power in football in the world. That's, I can guarantee you that.
Maybe we can win the Asia Cup, we can attend the World Cup, and I hope one day I can proud of my national team. Yes.